Marques Brownlee just got caught willingly uploading a crime on YouTube, and all that just for a dedicated sponsor video. Yes, everyone's favorite tech reviewer has now lowered themselves to the levels of your average kick streamer. And apparently he even promised his fans multiple times that he would never do a dedicated sponsor because those are disingenuous. But look where we are today, how my video gear is changing. AKA, I'm just doing straight up ads now.
Sponsored by DJ.
Alright, I think I'm allowed to say this.
Oh, you're worried about what you're allowed to say and what you're not? Man, that sure puts into perspective his freedom of speech when it comes to judging the quality of the product. But here's the entire context of what he thinks he might not be allowed to say.
So, I've been making videos for like 15 plus years now, and there's something actually kind of counterintuitive that happens on YouTube where people are more drawn to almost like lower production value videos. Like obviously big lights and cameras and everything are super fun, but people just want to see real life, like what's happening in front of you with whatever camera you have with you. So while I'm a huge video nerd and I've graduated a few times from, you know, my first camera to my first DSLR to a cinema camera, and these cameras actually get like harder and harder to use, but I actually want to get back more into shooting just like more places, just more spontaneously and more experiences and more locations, not just the talking head stuff that we've gotten really good at. It's still fun, but like we want to just get out more, you know? So anyway, the sort of apex for that gear is, you might have thought I was gonna say smartphones, but it's like an action camera like this, like it's even smaller. It can go everywhere.
That's it? You gotta be kidding me, man. Bro was afraid to give his reasoning as to why he liked the camera? What? Makes you wonder what kind of strict conditions this sponsor could have possibly imposed upon him. Now keep that in mind because it seems to be rather important regarding the context of the crime that he has committed. Now as for the rest of the video, he basically glazes the camera from top to bottom without giving any negative feedback as far as I've seen, highlighting a lot of specifications that already exist on other cameras, so it's not special at all, and he disingenuously promotes it as if it's the best product ever. But that's not the major problem with this video, because this clown actually went 96 miles per hour in a 35 zone, which when you look at the road, you can clearly see how thin it is. And it gets worse because there's another sign where children might be present and it's near a school zone. And the sign itself is barely visible in the corner of the screen, so a lot of viewers probably didn't even see it. Oh, and in case you don't live in America, 96 miles per hour is actually 155 kilometers per hour, while 35 miles per hour is 56 kilometers per hour. So this guy actually went triple the speed he was supposed to go and risked others' lives, including his own, all for a sponsored video. Are you kidding me right now? And this idiot actually tried to blur his speedometer, which is obviously already a self-report that you're speeding, but the funniest part is there's another speedometer on the passenger seat. Even more diabolical is the fact that he puts the blur as he speeds up. It isn't even there at the start. So little bro tried to pull the sloppiest fast one on everyone watching. Oh, the irony. Alright, so this imbecile not only got caught speeding, he also got caught trying to fool his audience into thinking he was going slower. Like it's one thing to commit a crime and it's another to betray your entire audience's trust like that, bro. And it's so weird because he could have cut that part out, but he willingly left it in and blurred it, thinking he was gonna fool his viewers. All that for what? To show that the camera is stable? He knew he was committing a crime, and the only conclusion you can draw from that is the fact that his sponsor probably forced him to speed like that in order to showcase the camera's stability. Or Marques is the biggest moron in existence, because it's much easier to cut something out than it is to blur it. And there's just simply no way a guy that built his brand this successfully is too stupid to know that committing crimes on camera is freaking nuts. Yeah, I don't buy that shit for a second. And now people have video proof of you committing a crime, so pretty much anyone can just report you to the police at this point. And I don't think I'm alone in saying this. What the f is wrong with all these billionaire influencers just doing the wildest shit imaginable just to gain a few extra bucks? They don't need to take any more risks. They already won. It's nothing more than greed. You're not desperate for money unless you force yourself to be. Why are you maliciously trying to fool your viewers into thinking you did nothing wrong? This is fucked up. And it's especially sad because this guy was known as the most genuine and wholesome tech reviewer in the industry. Someone known to never be a paid off shill. But ever since his massive L since the controversy with his new app called Panels, a freaking wallpaper app, he's been going down as a money hungry shell of his former self. As a result, as far as I know, Panels was the first time he had to apologize for doing something wrong. Imagine he got no backlash and people were actually paying $50 a year just for wallpapers. That would have been crazy, brother. And everyone accepted his apology because he owned up to it and actually made some changes, and it was the first time he did something like this, so he had a clean track record. His reputation was too good to actually take a hit, and rightfully so, because everyone knew how he started. He grew together with his community into becoming the best of the best, and look at what's happened now. Turns out all that greed prior was the calm before the storm. The guy gained back all of this support and decided to throw it away again within the span of a month, and his comment section is rightfully calling him out for it. But unfortunately, the majority of his viewers didn't even notice the fact that he had committed a crime on camera because they didn't pay attention or didn't even watch the video because it was a sponsored one anyways. A 10-minute ad is one thing, but going 96 miles per hour in a 35 zone with signs warning that children are in the area and you're approaching a school zone is another. Do better. Speedo getting blurred, but you can still see a speedo on the left saying 90 plus. And even for the people that didn't catch his crime on camera, they're still complaining that he went back on his word, clowning on him. Skip ad, ended the video. Wow, I cannot believe this. I remember a time when Marques Brownlee said he would never make a fully sponsored video. Now here it is, an entire 9-minute video that is just a sponsor. This can't even be considered a sponsored video anymore. It's literally just a 10-minute advertisement with a bonus intentional crime uploaded on camera. Video starts at the end. Wow, they must have paid a fortune for this ad. Oh brother, if he didn't get paid 100 grand for this, $100,000, this guy got scammed. I don't even know what to say, man. It's way different when like a smaller creator takes an opportunity like this, but Marques Brownlee could literally retire today. Why is he doing this? This might be the biggest ad I've ever seen for one product. I never leave comments on YouTube, but this is an exception. Please, Marques, don't start doing sponsored tech videos. I've been following you for 6+ years, and your strongest skill by far is the amount of integrity and honesty you have in every video. I have probably bought gear for thousands and a Tesla partially because of your influence. And that's what I was talking about, because the guy built such a good reputation for himself. He has 19 million subscribers who take his word for a lot of things that he says. People buy entire cars because of this guy's reviews, bro. This shit is serious. Even though you say that it's a sponsored video, it reduces trust in videos where you don't say it, because now we can never really know. A barrier I actually thought you would never break. Oh, now that's a good point. What if he doesn't disclaim that it's a sponsored video and he gets paid the money anyways? Like, there's nothing stopping him from doing that. People trusted him not to because of his reputation, but now all of that has changed, hasn't it? Now, do I think Marques Brownlee is gonna own up to any of this? Probably not, because this is inexcusable in every way. But one thing's for sure, his reputation is never gonna recover from this one. But if anything, I believe that this video has proven that even the most beloved, the most reliable, the most wholesome YouTubers can turn out to be the most disingenuous, money-hungry pieces of trash, to the point where the moment the mask slips, I believe that anything can happen at this point. But I'll be sure to cover his very genuine response, so feel free to subscribe and comment down below what you think about the entire situation. Not even drama, straight up crimes today, boys.
Only quality content here, folks. Subscribe, please.